Hello, everybody. It's the American Doofus Show. I'm Barry Welsh, your host. Almost everyone in the world has heard the name George Floyd, the 46-year-old man that was killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota by police officers and was videoed by a person with a cell phone. Otherwise, we might not have known about it. They say the revolution will be televised. I think it might be live streamed instead. We hear the name George Floyd. Almost everybody's heard the name Breonna Taylor, the 26-year-old emergency room technician at 2 hospitals that was shot by Louisville police. Not many people have heard the name Dreasjon Reed. Dreasjon Reed was a 21-year-old. He was killed May 6th of 2020. It was on the north side of Indianapolis at 62nd and Michigan Road. He was being pursued by police. He pulled in an Ace Hardware parking lot. He ran across Michigan Road. Police tased him, and while Reed was on the ground convulsing, a police officer drew his gun and shot Dreasjon Reed multiple times. This all comes from an eyewitness that has come forward in anonymity, and you can see that interview on Real Indy News on Facebook, Real Indy News out of Indianapolis. I highly recommend them, and please check out the full interview. This is where the information came from that I just gave to you. The autopsy report was released 2 days ago as well, released to the family. It shattered the young man's mom to the point where all she could say was, "I can't breathe." She couldn't get her own breath. It's reported that the officer, after shooting the young man, said, "Well, this one won't have an open casket," and laughed. If that's true, then things aren't right. Things need to be fixed. Later that night, Mikhail Rose was shot by Indianapolis police and killed as well. That incident is portrayed as Rose called the police to his residence, and when they arrived, he fired at them with a rifle. They returned fire and killed him. The officers involved in both cases, the Reed and Rose case, are back at their regular posts. I take that back. The officers in the Reed case are back at the regular post. Officers on the Rose case will be back Tuesday at their regular post. This is why they protest. For those that always ask, why are they protesting? Why are they protesting? Why don't they stop? This is why they protest. This is why they say their names: George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Dreasjon Reed. There are many, many more. We'll highlight some of them, as we should, because until we know their story, it's just a name. And we need to know who these people were and why their lives were taken. If you only look one way, you'll only see one side. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share. This is the American Doofus Show. I'm Barry Welsh. Don't be a doofus.